Want me to cut that on now or no?
No. Because you never showed yet.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. All right.
We're ready.
Is it still morning?
No.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody.
Right. Good afternoon.
Welcome to the Voyage United training, second to none.
All right.
You guys are going to be in for a great surprise today. We have phenomenal training lined up for you guys today. My name is Rochelle Hill. I have the honor of being your hostess today. So everyone, I just want you to do two things for me. If you have a notepad, piece of paper, pencil, go ahead and pull that out. If you got a smartphone that you could take notes with, you definitely want to pull it out and make sure you're charged up and ready to go. It's going to be a wealth of information given to you today. So let's make sure we can pull that out. Second thing, if you have a cell phone, if you could put it on silent or vibrate, it's a bunch of information you're going to get, and I don't want you guys to disrupt anyone sitting next to you, and we are on a Google Hangout, so we want to make sure that they're getting the information the same way that you guys can uninterrupted. So with that being said, we're going to play a video starting out with Mr. Brian Dean. He is a phenomenal leader in the industry. He's making tons of money, but most of all, he's helping the average day people just like us to become millionaires, and I'm excited about that. How about y'all?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and play this video, and then I'll get into the speakers for the afternoon.
Y'all bear with me just a moment. Yeah, doing that backwards was not working.
Thank you. Wow. You guys can see how you look from here. I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate the round of applause. Listen, I don't have a whole bunch of time, but I do kind of want to transition because a lot of you guys have met me. You've seen me in smaller environments and smaller circles, and I like to have a lot of fun, but at the same time, I'm a very, very serious individual when it comes to my business. I'm very, very serious when it comes to talking to you guys about how to be successful. I want you guys to grab a pen and a piece of paper. Can we go to school for a second? Let me give you guys three things. Number one is focus. Number two is commitment. And number three is concentration. You gotta be focused. See guys, focus is a very, very powerful thing. But the first thing you gotta do, you gotta get mad at your situation. A lot of you guys are not mad at your situation. You making some good money, you made $1,000 a week, you got $5,000 a week, you got $5,000 a month, or you got $20,000 a month coming in, and you think that's good. You comfortable. See, let me make sure you guys understand something. $100,000 a year is a lot of money, who would agree? $100,000 a month is just flat ridiculous, who would agree? But $100,000 a month is only $1.2 million a year. On the big scheme of things, $1.2 million a year is nothing. So you can make $100,000 a month, but you go to a certain kind of party out in Beverly Hills, they pat you on the back and say, keep going with your little business. Does that make sense? So a lot of you guys that you making $5,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month, and you think that's big money, you think that's something big. Guys, you gotta stay focused and you gotta get mad at your situation. I remember the day I got mad at my situation. I was 22 years old. I was not happy. I looked at everything going on around me with people that were my age, and I'm 32 years old. I'm 33 years old. Something very interesting happened while I was at, I can't give you the name of the company, but they call it the Bank of America, okay? And I was at the Bank of America. And I had a very, very unique job. I would go into homes and I would do what's called construction loans, where I was the person responsible for coming in and drafting up the credit line or the appraisal, if you will, so that the builders could get what's called a draw off of their line of credit. My job was to go into your house as it was being built and make sure that the roof was on, the septic tank was put in, the sheetrock was up, the faucets and the sinks and everything was in, and then the builder would get a draw. Well, the problem with that is I would watch homes go from trees and dirt and sand to 1.5, $8.9 million houses within a 3 or 4 month span. So what's the problem with that? The problem with that was I was at work. Let me make sure this is clear. I'm While you watch, and the owner of the house is right there with me, watching his $5.2 million house go up. And I'm here doing your appraisal. I said, something's wrong with this picture. So I got mad. I got mad at my situation. See, I'm at the age where when I was 22 years old, a lot of things happened. Tiger Woods won the Masters. We're the same age. I'm in my cubicle. He got on a green jacket. I'm in my cubicle. You know, I'm 22 years old at the time. Kevin Garnett, 19. He didn't want to move to Minnesota, so he moved his friends to Minnesota. Y'all don't hear me. He didn't want to move to Minnesota, so he moved all his friends to Minnesota. $120 million contract. I'm in my cubicle. Y'all know the show Kenan and Kel on Nickelodeon? Kenan grew up 4 houses down from me. I used to beat Kenan up on the basketball court every day. I'm in my cubicle. He doing Fat Albert. Does that make sense? The young lady who writes music for Destiny's Child, she wrote music for TLC. She's the lead singer of a group called Escape. She and I used to sit together on the bus. That's like my little sister. She getting Grammys. I'm in my cubicle. I said, you know what? Enough is enough. How many people y'all gonna let make all this money and you in your cubicle? So I got mad. I got mad at my situation. I got fed up. I said, you know what? It's time for me to get focused. It's time for me to get committed. And it's time for me to concentrate. See, focus is a very, very powerful thing. You can't work your business like a fog light. Does everyone know what a fog light is? A fog light is a light that just floods an area with light. That's what a lot of you guys are doing. You don't have any focus. If you take that same light and you condense it down into a laser, now you can cut through steel, you can do eye surgery because you took the same light, but you applied a certain amount of focus. Just think about it. Whatever you're doing right now, is it going to put you in a position where you can make $1.2, $1.9, $8 million over the next 5 to 10 years? Whatever you're doing right now. I can't even imagine working a job right now. Working a job? I've been retired since I was 22 years old. I'm 33. A job, see, once you get to a point where you do and understand residual income, you can't go back to trading time for dollars. You can't. Working a job for me, and don't take this the wrong way, but working a job for me would be like me going backwards. That's like me being on welfare. How many of y'all can imagine you said, what do you tell people that you see on welfare? You can get off of it. You can get a job. Well, I'm telling you, you can get off your job. It's something else out there outside of your job. I'm telling you, it's a totally different mindset, people. I'm telling you. I had a company before I came over here offer me $65,000 cash. And listen to me, you come over here, we give you $65,000 cash. We understand you own your own training company. We understand. I said, no, man, appreciate it. I'm worth way more than $65,000 cash. You can keep your money. But it feels good knowing I'm marketable now. That's a whole lot of money out here once you understand the kind of focus and mindset you need to have to get out there and get it. I can't even imagine working a job. I'm done trading time for dollars. Let me make sure you guys understand something. And a good friend of mine walked up to me and said he appreciated this quote, so I'm going to give it to him again. This is for him. There are only 2 kinds of equity. Time and money. Let me tell you guys something. If you don't have a whole bunch of money, you better have a whole bunch of time. If you got a whole bunch of money, you probably don't have a whole bunch of time. But if you don't have no time and no money, you can't be broke and busy. Does that make sense to you guys? Now, I'm being honest with you. People kill me, man. People, my friends, some of my friends, I love my friends. I love all my guys that I grew up with and hung out with. Because if you guys get to know me, you'll find out I grew up on both sides of the tracks. My mom, my dad, his mother, her mother, all of them, all educators. I grew up the best way you possibly could grow up. Because I got my education, I got my education side of the family. My mom's side of the family full of thugs, gangsters, and my uncles in prison. So when you meet me, I'm right up the middle. I can kind of go both ways. But my point is, when you guys realize and understand that your time is the most valuable thing you got, You can't be broke and busy. You got to learn how to handle your book smarts, but at the same time, you got to have those street smarts. But all of that happens when you understand that your time is the most valuable asset you have. You have to realize, and I want you guys to understand this. I'm about to give you a little something just to kind of think about. You have only 1 minute, only 60 seconds in it. It's forced upon you, so you can't refuse it. You can't seek it. You can't choose it. But it's up to you to use it. You're accountable if you abuse it. You will suffer and you'll lose it. It's just 60 seconds, 1 minute, but an eternity is in it. You can't let people waste your time. You got to be focused. You got to be focused. You got to get mad at your situation. See, a lot of you guys are going to let a whole bunch of people waste your time with that nonsense. What I told all my former co-workers is, look, worst thing that can happen is I end up back here on the job with y'all. That's the worst thing that can happen. So what I got to lose? Most of y'all spend a whole bunch of time doing things that don't have nothing to do with putting money in your pocket. Well, you know, Brian, I can't come to the meeting. I got a game today. Hey, man, you know, I got to sing in a wedding, man. They ain't got nobody to sing this weekend, so, you know, I'm going to run it. I'm like, that don't have nothing to do with putting money in your pocket. I focused on what was the number one thing, and that's getting my family and financial future straight and get money as an issue out of the way. People say, Brian, man, you write a whole bunch of poetry? I said, yeah. Brian, man, you love doing martial arts, you're real good at it? I said, yeah. You just don't read your books no more. People used to always be able to come up to your house and have barbecue. I said, you know what? I used to do all that stuff. I didn't want to put no money in my pocket. Brian, why you always talking about money? Because I ain't got none. That's why. That's why I'm always talking about money. And as soon as I got that car, I just parked out the driveway. I never forget. Convertible black Porsche, 21 years old. I just put it outside, parked in the driveway. All my neighbors started coming outside. Ain't nobody worked out all year long. Now everybody want to walk the babies and dogs and come outside. And they all coming down toward my house. People ain't jogged all year long, putting on spandex, guts everywhere. Why? What are you doing? I said, remember I told y'all to come to my house, come to my little meeting and check it out? You never called us back. You was wasting my time. See, I keep it moving while some of y'all are sitting still. So y'all got to understand something. Gas up, daycare up, health insurance up, car insurance up, your rent is up, your interest rates are up, your blood pressure up, your stress levels up. Why your income down? Let me tell you guys something. Everything you see is in motion. This podium is in motion. This is a bunch of protons, neutrons, and electrons moving at a very, very rapid speed, giving the illusion that that podium is being still, but it's in motion. Your heart is in motion. Everything in this room is in motion. These lights, this LCD, everything is moving constantly. You cannot afford to sit still. Because I'm going to tell you something. Right now, $200,000 a year is a lot of money. In 5 years, your $200,000 will be like having $2,000. Because everything is rising, but the value of the dollar is going away. It's not backed by anything, which means to live the same lifestyle you live today, you need 5 times the amount in 5 years. So you got to get serious. You got to stay what? Focused. Focus. That's what I do. I stay focused. I stay focused on the main thing, and that's getting my family and financial future straight. The second thing you got to do is commit. What is commitment? Commitment is doing what you said you would do long after the feeling you had when you said it is gone. You say, Brian, I'm a hit, man. I'm a hit. Let me ask you something. As soon as I get out of school, I'm a hit. As soon as the kids graduate, I'm a hit. When I get out of this divorce, I'm a hit. As soon as I leave her, I'm a hit. When I leave him, I'm a hit. After the kids come back from school, then I'm a hit. You know what I told my ex-girlfriend at the time? True story. I said, you know what? We don't need money whether we together or not. You in or you out. I said, you know what? It's a lot of things saying, she's like, Brian, you understand, you're so smart, you need to go back to school. I said, you know what, see, that's why me and you may or may not work. And y'all gotta understand something, and I'm just honest with everybody. I said, look, it's a lot of things I want to do in my life. I'm 21 years old. I'm not happy. Now you telling me in order to make some more money, I got to go back to school, get it one day to come out and start working for somebody else? It started making sense to me. The minute I started hanging around people that made more money in a month than I made all year, then my income got right up there. See, I don't let a whole bunch of negative people waste my time because I'm committed. You're going to commit to one or two things. You either going to commit to convenience and comfort, or you're going to commit to success and high achievement. But either way, you're going to commit to something. But the choice is yours. So you can keep committing to comfort, or you can commit to success and high achievement. That's all I did, guys. I got mad at my situation, and I decided I wouldn't care what nobody said. You gotta be focused, and you gotta be committed. And you can't let a bunch of broke people that are negative pull you down. Even, I got a whole training on this. Even when you succeed, they're gonna keep pulling you down. You know what I mean? I just got mad. I got mad, and I stopped listening to people. See, I'm committed. I'm committed to the industry. I stay focused, and nobody wastes my time. Guys, let me tell you something. I own a training company, which means I'm on an airplane traveling, showing different groups of people how to be successful in whatever they want to do. I'm on a plane more than most people are in cars. And a lot of people don't understand. Your friends are not going to understand the type of lifestyle that we live. See, my friends think it's crazy that I'm in airports more than I am home. See, it's common for me to take off my shoes, take off my coat, take off my jewelry, empty the laptop, put this in this. It's common for me to run through the airport. It's common for me to sleep in hotels. It's common for me to wake up at 5 a.m. It's common for me to be in different time zones. Just like I told him, it's common for you to be in traffic from 9 to 5. It's common for you to build somebody else's dreams. It's common for you to eat lunch from 12 to 1. It's common for you to miss your son's recital. It's common for you to get off work late. It's common for you to retire at 70. It's common for you to be broke at 75. It's common for you to borrow money. It's common for you to see you don't understand. It's common. So, when you get focused and you get mad, your friends are not going to understand your journey. People say, Brian, I always talk about my relationship, my new relationship with my lovely significant other, Miss. And my friend said, how did y'all meet? I said, well, it's a long story, but the bottom line is once we decided we want to start talking and communicating, I flew up to New York and met with her for lunch. You flew to meet somebody for lunch? I said, yeah, I flew up there and met her, and then I flew back home the same day. Brian, you know how many girls in Atlanta? I said, see, that's your problem. You local based, I'm worldwide. See, that's just a common thing for me. Once you elevate your mindset, you elevate your bank account, you do things like that. I want to fly to Europe for a movie. I'll fly to Chicago for a museum and fly back home. Does that make sense? Your friends are not going to understand your level of commitment. And I'm wrapping this up. The last thing you got to do, you got to concentrate. You got to be focused. You got to commit. And you got to concentrate. You must concentrate single-mindedly on the highest payoff task leading to your goal. Y'all got to concentrate on getting your mistakes out the way, and that way you can increase your amount of experience, and your street smarts will always outweigh your book smarts. Quit trying to be so intelligent and look so professional. It's okay to get out there, be scared to death, and make mistakes, and you fail your way all the way to the top. I'm trying to tell you, what? There's no such thing as failure. And I'm still trying to be this to people here. Failure doesn't even exist. Failure is just learning steps to get to what you want. If I want to get on the other side of this wall and I punch it and it doesn't work, okay, let's get a shovel and try to go under. Okay, it's concrete. Okay, well, let's get a ladder and try to go over it. The goal is to get on the other side of the what? The wall. So the ladder didn't work, the concrete didn't work, but punching it might work. Those are not failures. Those are attempts at achieving your goal. There's no such thing as failure. Failure is something that happens. It's not who you are. So I'm gonna conclude. I want you guys to understand. I appreciate 15 to 20 minutes just to express myself to you guys. Y'all will find out that off stage, I'm a very, very fun level guy. I love to dance. I love to laugh. I love to joke around. But once I get on this stage and I feel like I have other people's lives in my hands, I get very, very serious. Because I want you guys that have not done it yet to experience what it's like to wrap the next 40 years of your life into 2 years. What good is having a Ferrari if you're too old to look cool in it? You ever notice that? Everything you really, really like is like 75 before you can afford it. By then, you got about 3 years to enjoy it. Rule number 1, say what? You got to have a high level of what? And you got to have a certain amount of what? Concentration. And I promise you guys, you take that focus, that commitment, that concentration, you wrap it up into one, and I promise you guys, we'll see you all in the magazine. My name is Brian Reed, and I appreciate your time. All right?
For real. Oh, no, you good.
Just checking this time. All right, so that was some great information, right, from Brian Bean. Y'all take notes?
Yeah.
So what's step number 1?
Focus.
Focus. What's step number 2?
Commitment.
Commit. And what's the final step?
Concentration.
All right, so now that you know all 3, let's put that into one and focus, concentrate, and commit on this information we're about to get from some phenomenal leaders that are local in our area, and we are blessed to have them here with us. First person I'm going to bring up is about to slay this mindset. I know it for a fact because his mindset is phenomenal. And he's a great leader, he's a great friend, and I can't even say too much more about him. Y'all already know who he is, Mr. Founder 6, killing this business, helping so many other people, making tons of money. But most importantly, like I said, he's more like a brother to me than a leader, more than a friend. So, Mr. Guy Coach, come on up and
Yeah. Y'all give it up for Ray Hill. Everybody have a good holiday.
Yes, sir.
Y'all ain't pumped?
Yes, sir.
Loving it. I'm pumped too. Yeah, I know, right? All right, so what we're going to do is talk about mindset. Y'all, Brian Bean just put us in a good mindset, got me in a good mindset, to actually take this to the next level. Who's ready to take it to the next level, though? Y'all about tired of sitting in the same spot? Who feel like they sitting in the same spot? Really? Really? Y'all feel like y'all, making any moves?
Yes, I did.
He told y'all you can't sit still because everything is in what? Motion. So don't you think we got to get moving? Mm-hmm. All right, so in order to get moving, you got to have a strong mindset to actually start taking your life to that next level, because at the end of the day, it's going to be tough. Right? Y'all have tough days, I have tough days, but at the end of the day, can we all make it? What's the difference between me and Julian? Time. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he's younger than me, so, at the end of the day, shout out to Julian anyway. And shout out to everybody watching this right now. Let's get into this mindset. Your reason why has to be important. Why stands for what hurts you. What hurts you? At the end of the day, like, you want to think about, you got to get mad at your situation. Like Brian Bean was just talking about. You got to get mad at the situation that, I'm going to work from 9 to 5, or I have to do what I have to do in order to make a living. But we all trying to live a what? We're not trying to make a living. We're trying to live a what? Lifestyle. So if we're trying to live a lifestyle, you got to get mad at your situation. Most people sit in a situation and dwell on it. Oh, man, these bills keep coming in. Well, if you keep noticing bills, that's what you're going to see more of. How you know that? Because you've done it, right? So at the end of the day, if you keep worrying about my family is on tour, or, this job ain't working, or my boss is this, or I got to sit in traffic all the time. If that's what you focus on, guess what? That's what you're going to get. So he talked about your focus. You got to have what? A focus, right? So focus on your why. The reason why you want to get out your situation. Now, we always show this slide right here, and you got some money over here, and then you got this over here. Which one is your focus? Which one is y'all focus? So why it seem like everybody chasing this right here? Would you go into a burning building for this right here?
No.
Would you go into a burning building for your child?
Yes.
Now, if it was two big buildings, matter of fact, forget the buildings. If I put a piece of plywood on the ground right now, right? Would you walk across it for $1 million? Wouldn't even hesitate, right? Million, right? So, what if I took that same plywood and extended it across 2 tall buildings, let's say the Twin Towers? Would you walk across it then for $1 million? Why? What's the difference? Huh? It's too high, you get scared. But what if your child was on the other end of it? You would try it, right? Even if it's, hail, snow, rain, the wind is blowing, you still going to try to make it over to the other side. You ain't going to be like, well, forget it. I ain't going. Right or right? You're going. Am I right or right?
Right.
So what stops people from actually achieving their goal? They focus on the money. That's what makes people quit. I'm not quitting on my what? Kids. How many kids I got? Oh, y'all know that. Because I talk about it all the time, right? That's what my focus is. I'm focused on getting them out of the situation that I don't want them to be in. And they don't even know they're in a situation. Well, the oldest ones do. They know they're in a situation. We can't never do nothing. Y'all never hear. I'm trying to get out that situation. But I ain't focused on it. I'm focused on getting out of it. I'm focused on what's going to help me get out of it. Does that make sense? Your why has to make you cry, man. Your why got to make you hurt. Point blank period. What hurt you? What did you get involved for?
To stop seeing my parents struggle.
It hurts you to see them struggle? So how hard you going to go to make sure that happens?
Anything it takes.
Anything it takes. So is you going to quit?
Of course not.
Of course not. Now, what if it took you about 10 years to get to where you need to be at?
I'd still be going strong.
All right, so let's say you didn't have Wake Up Now, you just had a regular job. When would you actually be able to retire your parents then?
They might not still be alive at that point.
Y'all see what we actually got? A way to get ourselves out of our situation. And yes, it's going to take some time. It's a process at the end of the day. But isn't everything a process? Everything is a process, so why not enjoy it? We don't have to do this, but at the same time, if you do have to cry, why not? I would rather wipe my tears to the end of the road so I can use that same towel that I wipe my tears with and wipe my tears of joy. Does that make sense? Because I finally made it. But a lot of people just throw the towel in. Forget crying, I'm going to just throw the towel in. So this emotional roller coaster. Now, y'all want to play a video for this? Or no? Or you want me to just go ahead and talk about it? You want to play a video? Boom. So we're just going to go ahead and play a video for this. Y'all got to understand this emotional roller coaster. Everybody know what this is? Y'all ever seen this before in the hospital? Y'all ever seen that? So if this is going on in the hospital, what does that mean for you?
I'm still breathing.
That you're still breathing, that you're still living. You pump when you see this, right? If your family is on a hospital bed and they seeing this and you seeing this, you pump, right? As soon as this bad boy flatline, then how I feel? Dead. So if you're going through this, that means you living, that's life. So at the end of the day, you're going to go through ups and downs in what? Business. But everybody, don't we all know that we went through ups and downs before business? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, why would you stop when you get involved, talk to your first person, they get involved with you, then they quit. You ready to quit. Y'all ever seen it happen? Mm-hmm. How many people y'all had quit on y'all? Anybody had somebody quit on them? Everybody in here, right? But then what? You get some self-development. You learn why they quit, or they wasn't ready for it. You know what I mean? Or y'all weak, You understand why they quit, right? And then you talk to the person that you got involved for, your mother, and she's like, oh, you in a scam. Now you back down. You hurt, and it's the lowest of lows because it's coming from the family. Mm-hmm. Who felt it? Then You talk to somebody else that go out and get a couple of recruits, you know, you pump, you like, yeah, the money about to come in, you know what I mean? They making moves, you pump, you excited. Then you go talk to somebody else, and they say you're involved in a scam too. Then you get some self-development from somebody that actually told you that. I went through that too. Now you back up. But at the end of the day, ain't you going to be down again? It's going to happen again, right? That's life. So why can't we just go through this and do what? Keep the bar down. That's all I do is keep the bar down. I go through stuff too. Don't y'all know I go through stuff? When you see me do it, look like I go through stuff? I'm so excited about this because I know when you're excited, people draw to you, right? What I understand is a lot of people do this business and their life gets in the way, and they actually they operate off of what they're in, their current circumstances. They operate off of being down. So when you go talk to somebody, ain't nobody trying to hear what you got to say. I'm already down. I'm not trying to hear no more nonsense coming from you or no more depression coming from you because you're going to do nothing but bring me down even lower. So at the end of the day, we got to keep it up, We got to be excited about what we got. Ain't y'all excited about what you're going to have? Now, you ain't got it right now, but what you need to do is have the mindset like you already have it. Yeah. Does that make sense? And when you have the mindset that like you already have it, you'll turn into a daggone Julian Cushing. And the reason why I bring him up because y'all know what he used to go through before he became who he is. You know how many times he was locked up? And then he's young. So for him to change his mindset and to understand how the mind works, and everybody in here know how the mind works now, right? We all seen The Secret. So what you think, that's what you become, right? Yep. So all he did was get a bunch of self-development and read a bunch of books. Now he knows for a fact where he's going. And it ain't doing nothing but attract him to his life. Does that make sense? All right, you want to go ahead and play it? Or did I already talk about it enough?
You can go. I'm trying to work upside down.
Are you doing it, though? Yeah, you doing it.
Dang it. Oh, click it again.
Go ahead, click it in. There we go.
Oh, okay.
You might have to blow it up, too.
Stop, I'm not left-handed.
So I'm about to show y'all a little illustration, you know, of the immersion of roller coaster.
Did you ever get really fired up about an idea? I mean really fired up. For example, let's say you're looking at a business opportunity, and this business has just everything you've been looking for your whole life. You're excited about the products. You love the people you're meeting. You totally get how this could make you a lot of money, help you dig out of that hole you can't seem to escape, give you a chance to dream again, really change your life. Yep, you're riding high, and you can't stop telling everybody about it. And that's when the roller coaster starts. Because every time you get all fired up, there are plenty of people standing by to throw cold water on your passion. It's scary, the things people say. And if those are the only things you hear, you start to believe them. Then sometimes the scariest things are the things you say to yourself. It might make you want to walk away, but you'll always wonder, what happened to my passion? Is there any hope? Where's the drive and the vision that got me so fired up? Well, guess what? It's still there, deep inside of you. And keeping that fire burning, keeping your passion alive, is all about the way you support yourself. What you read, the voices you listen to, the things you do with your time, they can all feed your fire, build up your belief in yourself and what you can do, and turn a roller coaster into a rocket to the moon. So find that fire within. Feed the fire with positive information, personal growth, and success tools. It's a small investment today that can make a world of difference tomorrow.
Y'all ever heard of Success Magazine? I was looking at an article in Success Magazine one time, and I was reading it. Y'all read magazines at all? It stimulates your mind, man, I'm telling you. But this is the thing. I was reading this article, and it was a guy that had on, he said he wore this little name tag. Y'all seen them name tags that said, hello, my name is? So he wore this name tag, and he said he came up with the idea to wear it all year, right? So as he wore his name tag, he kept meeting people that asked, you know, hey, that's your real name, or you know, things of that nature. They always would start to conversate with this individual. From him wearing that name tag, he became a multimillionaire. Can y'all see how that could happen?
Mm-hmm.
All we got to do is what? Talk to who? People, right? Start conversations. But what stops a lot of people from starting a conversation with somebody? Scared to death. Because you don't know what they're going to say. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what they say. All you're doing is going through the what? Numbers. Now, we sort, we don't sell. Like, if people understood this right here, they would tear this bad boy up. Because it ain't got nothing to do with your feelings. This is all business. This is all principle. If this says we sort, we don't sell, then why people actually get involved in the business and try to sell it? Don't nobody know? I don't know neither. Because before they get involved, they say, man, I don't like sales. Y'all ever heard that before? Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, how many people in here don't like to sell stuff? Yeah, me too. I ain't trying to sell not a daggone thing. So if this says we sort, we don't sell, you get pumped. But they still get involved and try to sell it. Like you try to convince somebody that they need to save money. Who like to save money? That's everybody in here. Do y'all know people that like to save money? Mm-hmm. So why do we try to sell saving money to them when we can just, you know, introduce it to them? In a conversation where they telling you about the fact that they need to save some more money. Mm-hmm. All you got to do is take the conversation that route. Don't we know how to take a conversation a certain route? If you don't, we need to learn how to. Red apples you want to spend 80% of your time with, y'all understand sorting. You know, when you go to the grocery store, you're looking at the apple thing, you know, at the end of the day, you're like, okay, this look good. Nah. Green, I eat green apples. Y'all eat green apples? I eat them bad boys too. So they even get play. But the rotten apples, you don't spend no time with rotten apples. Like after you talk to somebody about the business and they say, you know, I'm not interested. Y'all see that word right there? Not interested. Rotten apple. Why keep the conversation going so they can drain more energy out of you? Anybody got an answer for that one even? Mm-hmm. I know. It don't make no sense. So you want to spend 80% of your time with the red apples. Those are the people that's like, all right, let's go. They might even say, let me look at something else. But they interested. Then you got green apples. They want to think about it. That's cool. Let them think about it. You don't even have to convince somebody that says, let me think about it. Don't even say, all right, cool. Let them know that that's what you go through all the time. Sometimes people say, let me think about it. All right, this is what I'm going to send you. This is what I send to everybody, you know, that says, let me think about it. Now it feels that to them, it feels like you're the expert, right? And you say that to everybody that says, let me think about it. But you don't want to have no emotions in the business. That is the key to this business. Listen, I'm going back. $1 million tip. What does that say in the beginning? $1 million tip, right? Yep. $1 million tip. No emotional attachment to the person's response. None. $1 million tip. Because as soon as you get mad that somebody told you no, you're going to slow down when doing the business. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, all you need to do is speed up and you'll tear this bad boy up. Matter of fact, yesterday, who talked to 10 people? I did. I got that app. I got that. Man, I've been talking to people all day about 10 people is what, 70 people a week, right? Mm-hmm. If you talk to 70 people a week, then how many people you think you're going to get interested? This right here, very interested. It's out of 70 people.
I'll say about 10. Maybe 10.
And out of 10 that's very interested. They already seen the information. They very interested. Some of them might not have the money, whatever the case may be. But out of 10 people, how many business partners you should get?
You can get half of that. If they're very interested, I'd say 5. Easy.
Even if you get 1, ain't that good? Mm-hmm. You got brand new blood in the business. This is what brand new blood means. Excitement. They excited. This is why they so excited, because they didn't go through nothing yet. They didn't fail yet. They haven't witnessed what you witnessed yet. So they pumped. So you want to keep them pumped by getting them what? Results, right? Mm-hmm. So if we get them results early, you ain't got to worry about them, you know, getting drained or their excitement leaving or them turning into a dead weight or somebody quitting. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? Mm-hmm. Now, Wake Up Now is the same for everybody. We say this, you got to invest in yourself. That is the number one, you know, investment that you can ever make is in yourself. Buying books, investment. Where's it going? In your brain. What do you need that for? To take your life to the next level. The company is the same. The service is the same. The only difference is you. So what do you need to build? Yourself. Now, if you start reading a couple books That don't mean this whole daggone thing is going to turn green. Matter of fact, you might get a tip off of a book, and this is what I know about people that read books. They don't finish them. Matter of fact, they'll read it one time, and that's it. You'll watch a self-development, something on YouTube, and then that's it. Like, you don't watch it over and over again. You watch it once. Oh, watch this. They watch it, and that's it. You don't even go back to watch it. How many people actually retain all the information when they actually watch a self-development, presentation, whatever the case may be, on YouTube? Who retains all of the information? The more you watch it, the more you learn it, right? And then you're able to spit it. So why people don't do that? If they did, guess what happens? That whole thing will turn green. If that's how you actually treat your self-development. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So watch the stuff over and over again. I don't care if you watch the same thing all through the week. Trust me, it's going to make a difference. Your income will grow as much as you do. Okay? So at the end of the day, it all goes back to, not customer acquisition, but it goes back to this. You. As much as you grow, that's where your income going to grow at. A lot of people wonder why I ain't making no money. Well, if you understood how money was actually made, don't you think you'd be making some money? Not even via Wake Up Now. Am I lying? If you understood what you was capable of, don't you think you'd be able to make another investment to bring money in? So we all don't understand how much we actually capable of yet, right? If you give Donald Trump, now understanding that Donald Trump has been bankrupt before, right? But is he still a multi-billionaire now? Yeah. So obviously his mindset is somewhere that ours is not. And how does his mindset get there? By sitting around the house? Yeah. He definitely got something up in him, right? He studied. He got some self-development. Not only that, he learned some stuff that we don't know yet, right? Mm-hmm. So why not go out here and try to find out what it is? Or wait for somebody to tell you go do it. Which one sounds better?
Go get it.
Woo! The key to life change is education. Dang, I just said that, right? You got to educate your mind. If you educate your mind and who you are as a person, you'll be able to educate somebody else that don't know nothing about this business. And when you educate them, don't you think they'll make a better educated decision? But if we don't know nothing, we can't talk to them about nothing. We just going to talk to them about Wake Up Now. We benefiting from it. But if we can educate them, then it's totally different then, right? Mm-hmm. You can have a regular conversation and turn somebody from a non-believer into a believer. Why? Because you educated them. And you wasn't even trying to sell them on Wake Up Now or a business because you wasn't doing nothing but feeding into them. Mm-hmm. You're pouring into another individual. If we poured into somebody else, what is that going to do for them? Give them some education. So when you do show them Wake Up Now, it makes sense to them. Because right now they got that what? That formal education, right? Mm-hmm. That go to school, get good grades, graduate, and get a good job. That's what their regular education is. So when we educate them on this lifestyle, and we bring them Wake Up Now, don't you think it would make a lot more sense to them? But that takes what? Some time. Most people don't do that neither. Build relationships, y'all. And I always, give the example of building a relationship. If you shoot a long distance basketball court shot right now, Eric, because you're the ball player, how many times do you think you're going to make it out of 10? Long distance. All the way down. Oh, your jump was wet. I need to. I can't stand talking to him about ball, man. Because he's the best. All right, so long distance, though, for real.
I'm going to make a few of them, I guess, out of whatever.
He said a few, so a few would be a lot. A couple is two. Few is more.
Yeah. I'll miss more than I make. Let's say that.
All right, say no more. All right, but what if you shoot the layup 10 times?
Oh, that's money all day.
All day? All 10? So, why not build a relationship so you can make the layups? Why not feed into a person so you can make the layups? If we have a conversation with somebody, like some friends, on the phone, 9 times out of 10, for a whole week, 9 times out of 10, though, for a whole week, you ain't doing nothing but feeding into them, pouring into them. And don't y'all have conversations with people talking about life? Talking about where you want to be at, you have regular conversations, right? Not about Wake Up Now. I'm just talking about life. And you pouring into them. They eating it. You send them a video. Now you got it to the point where you can send them a video. You send them that Rise of an Entrepreneur video. What that's going to do? That might, you already done fed into them a little bit or poured into them a little bit. Then you send them that video. They might flop them over. Now they on your side, right? Right? and you have a little bit more of a conversation with them. I'm not talking about getting them involved in the business yet. This is a whole week of just conversation building.
Mm-hmm.
You're building a relationship. Next week, you can probably bring up Wake Up Now. Right or right?
Right.
Did you lose anything?
Not at all.
Because at the end of the day, you just gained a business partner. It took a week. Yeah, that's cool. But in the process of that week, you was actually doing something that's going to help you in your what? Business. It's not like you wasn't doing nothing. You're building a relationship. You know what you was doing. Ain't that what the police do when they take you in interrogation room? They already know it. You want some coffee? Like, they already know what's up. They know they great get you. Every time I watch First 48, they be like, I'll be like, man, they got you. Y'all ain't never seen, you ever seen First 48? Man, you got what?
You know, you always know when they about to break.
Yo, you gotta watch it, man. Every single time they talk to these individuals back in the room, you know, they build a relationship with them real quick. It's real fast. And then they ask strategic questions to get an answer out of you. They don't just be any old type of questions. They be strategic questions to get the right answer out of them. Do they not?
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, they be like, all right, you got me. Why we can't do that with our people? If we ask strategic questions, I guarantee they be like, all right, I'm broke. Right or right?
Right.
Always make sure you give the person information. Never assume that they already know. That's definitely, a must. Who will actually give somebody some stuff that they don't know about? That sounds dumb. I've seen people do that, though. Matter of fact, somebody called me this morning, was like, I got somebody on the line, they want to know about the business. I said, okay. Did you show them the video yet? The person was already on the line. They was like, no, she ain't show me nothing. I'm like, dang, and she on the line. You totally tore it all the way up. She's like, I don't know why I'm on this phone call with you. I'm like, man. You know I saved it, though.
You don't know who I am?
I saved it, huh?
So you don't even know who I am?
I'm like, cool. I'm glad you excited. She pumped up about this girl. So listen, we're going to send you this video. You know, I made it. But at the same, I didn't know the person was on the line. That means she didn't know the information, which means she sent information to somebody that she didn't even build nothing yet. He didn't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Hey, you might have killed it. I saved it, though, y'all. I saved it. You got to know how to save it, too. We problem solvers. These are the problem solvers. All right? It's not about what you do. It's about what you can duplicate. Keep it super simple. KISS. Keep it super simple. You want to do what somebody else can do later on down the road when you're gone. Because we're building a business, right? For longevity, long-term business. How many people want to actually stay around the long term? All right. Now, let's say 10 years go by. Do you want to be able to walk away from this bad boy and it's growing by itself?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Duplicate. It's got to be simple. Right or right?
Right.
That's why I say right or right. I don't say wrong because I know it ain't wrong. You're going to pick the right one. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, make sure it's easy to duplicate. We always say KISS. That means keep it super simple. Why you do things is drastically more important than how you do the business, because the why is serious. You don't even care how you do the business. For instance, everybody's parents is alive, right? Okay, because I don't want to, Let's say somebody took your parents, right, and told you, go get 12 people involved and Wake Up Now. What you going to do? You going to say, I don't know how I'm going to do it, or you going to get it done? What you going to do? Get it done? What you going to do? With the quickness, right? F3, give my mother back. Right? Right?
Right.
Why we don't do that with, if our mother ain't snatched up? It's a mindset, right? I'm telling you, these wealthy people think totally different than we do. We drag our feet, man. These people just go get it. Do they not? That's why you'll never see them, because they always gone. All right, customer acquisition. How many people in here know customer acquisition is more important than actually getting that residual income? Because most people say, when they talk about a company, if you're not getting customers, then it's really a pyramid, illegal pyramid. Or you just signing people up to get money. So if you're actually getting customers, I'm telling y'all, for real, if you go after customers, you'll get business partners.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy? Your first customer should be who?
Yeah.
Why is that? Because it builds belief, right? I can't talk about something that I've never seen or I've never used. I can't even talk about it with conviction. You'll look right through me like, man, you ain't even using it yourself. You don't sound believable, but this right here, you train yourself when you become a customer. You build belief when you become a customer. You get paid on your own services. Matter of fact, let me ask y'all a question. If you haven't hit a rank yet, where as though you're getting paid in this company, are you still getting paid? Off of what? The services. A lot of people say, well, I ain't made no money yet. Don't tell people that. You've made money. Did you save money? You made money. Did you write something off? You made money. When you pay your $150 to get in, ain't that a tax write-off? Then you made money. So when somebody asks, you made any money yet? Yeah. Of course. You ain't. Does that make sense? You ain't got to hit a rank to make money. Saving money is what? So we making money then, right? Oh my goodness, man. Prospects from the presentation, people that don't want to get involved. Anytime you have a home meeting or you invite somebody out, if you invited somebody out, and they sat here and listened to the information and they still say, I'm not trying to get involved, guess what? Customer. Look, I understand you ain't trying to get involved, but I need you to do me a huge favor. That's why I brought you here, to see what it is that I'm doing for my what? My parents. So when you throw the Y in there, then it tear them all up. Like, oh, God, they trying to drop the bomb on me. You know what I mean? And I know I can depend on you. What I need you to do is do me a favor, try one of the services. So I can hit this promotion, so I can help my what? Your wife. Now, what you think they're going to say? Just for a customer. At the end of the day, right? Now, you know you get paid off of that, right? You pump too, ain't you? This is too easy. Prospects choose not that choose not to become IBOs. Those are the people that are prospects for presentation. Family and friends, those are the same thing as prospects for presentation. Because I'm pretty sure y'all presented this to your family and friends, right? Really? So it's the same thing as prospects for presentation. But this one right here, that one is the one. Referrals. When you refer, or when somebody actually refers, let's say this. When you get involved, right, and you talk to somebody else that's not going to get involved, but what type of network do they have? Who do you know that, got their own business and they need tax back? Who do you know want to get more money back on their taxes? Who do you know that want to save money every time they go to the grocery store? Who do you know? Like that right there, if you write down anything, write down that line right there. That who do you know line will make you so much money. Who do you know? Because guess what? They know somebody. They're going to think, they ain't even going to think. Before you even bring the business to them, like, don't even talk to a person about the business. Build a relationship and then ask them, who do you know? And touch on that hot button that they got. Well, it's hard out here. Once you build that relationship for the week and you pour into them and they finally open up and tell you what's going on with them. Or, I can't afford, saying, woo. Well, I got to ask you a question, before we even, get off the phone. Who do you know that's trying to save money on their, get more money on their rent? Get money back off of their rent. You already know they're going through a situation, right? They just told you. So if you go through them and say, who do you know? They're going to be like, shoot, didn't you just hear me say I need money with, But you went through them, right? Did you peek them? You peeked through them. That's what we call peeking through somebody. By not going at them, by going through them. Does that make sense? And they still might say, well, I know somebody. Or, shoot, why you ain't ask me? You hear me sitting out here pouring out to you. Does that make sense? Energy and enthusiasm gets you great results. Now, this IASM, y'all see that? Y'all see that? You really see it?
Yeah.
Do you see it? That light bright. You see it now? You see it? That stands for I am sold myself. If you ain't sold out, you can't be enthusiastic. You can't be pumped. I was on a call the other day. I was doing a call for David Sharp. I'm talking about I'm so pumped up. I'm stumbling over words and everything. Dude's still pumped. We was doing a training call last night. I'm so jacked up, the phone cut off. I called back in, I'm slowed, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was messing up when I was, you seen that? You heard that? So I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? You can mess up as long as you pump. It doesn't matter. If you pump, you can tear this whole presentation up. If you pump, they don't even know. They think you just pumped up about something that they don't even know about. Like, man, you need to get it right, man, because I'm trying to hear this nigga too much. You know what I mean? Just be pumped up. But what I know is people get involved in the business, they go out here, they get a couple no's, and all their enthusiasm gone. Even if you get up in the morning, you feel like you're going to have a bad day, your enthusiasm just gone throughout the day. But what I also know is you can get up and have a bad day and change that day. Right? Who told you couldn't put a smile on your face? Who told you couldn't go help somebody else or, change somebody else's situation or change the way they feeling just because you're feeling down? So what? There's no business in what? No feelings in what? This right here gets y'all so much results. It's crazy. Am I lying?
I don't know.
If I called you right now and I was, man, and I hung up, what would you do? I know. It's like people, like they call people and they talk on the phone like, come on, why are you talking on regular? Like, what is that going to do for you? It's not going to get you no results. People ain't even trying to talk to you because I'm going through something right now. I ain't trying to hear what you got to say, guy. But if I call you up and I'm turned up, you know what I'm saying? Just call somebody and say, turn up, and just call somebody like that. Watch what happens. And my man, what's wrong with you? Look, I can't tell you right now. Who do you know? Anybody want to write that down? You record it? Ask for help if you need help in getting customers. It's not about the cost. It's about what?
Securing the favor.
That's all it's about. It's all about the favor. Most people, when you tell them or you ask them, can you do me a favor, they thinking about what? Money. Early, off the muscle. My sister does it all the time, and I already know what she wants. All the time. And she don't never sound pumped when she do it. That's why I don't give it to her. I'm like, man, no, man, you need to go out and get it yourself. Like, for real, I'm trying to, keeping you in that same spot, because if we keep giving it to you, you're going to stay over there and say something. But that's off the topic. At the end of the day, secure the favor. And be pumped about it. Be pumped that you're about to get that promotion, right? If you're telling your people, listen, hold on. Let me calm down real quick. Like, have y'all ever called somebody like that? Try that joint. Do it work, Eric? They be all drawn in, don't they? Now, what if you're talking about, something that's not pertaining to business? Have you ever called somebody you was just super pumped about something? How'd the conversation go? Did they want to get off the phone with you? No, they probably turned their whole day around, right? We should do the same thing in the business, y'all. It works. I swear to goodness it works. If you call 10 people just dumb pump, how many people going to show up at the meeting? Ain't that crazy? This right here lets you know that a lot of people ain't doing this. Like, we can have this all the time and talk about this all the time, and people will still get in their car and drive all the way home without talking to nobody. Ain't that crazy? Is that dumb? But you're doing it for your why, though, right? After we leave here, you're going to hop in your car, you super pumped up. You hear the information, you're like, all right, so I got to be turned up. You get in your car and you turn your music on and drive all the way home. Ain't talking to nobody. So you ain't even use the pumps. You ain't use nothing what you learn. It's fresh in your brain. Who's going to call somebody on the way home? I'm definitely going.
3:30, three-way call. Thank you.
No problem. My man. And look, acquiring one customer, you see how I'm coming at you? You make money today off of one customer. If we just go out here and get cut, man, forget business partners. Because you don't get them off of the customers. Because most of the time they become customers just to see if what you're doing is working. And then have a customer party. Y'all know what a customer party is? Invite everybody to your house that became a customer. Tell them you wanted to, I wanted to put this together for all my customers. I appreciate y'all. I'm putting this together for y'all because y'all helped me with my family, whatever the case may be. I want all of y'all to come over. When they come over, tell them how much show them how much you made on the computer screen in customers. I'm like, Dad, you making all that type of money? Then what they gonna do? Yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there. We try that one though. I'm telling you, it works. All right, so what I want to do is, how many of y'all ready to go beast mode? Hold on, man. How many of y'all ready to go beast mode?
Beast mode.
Yeah, y'all whack. Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. It's crazy. Who ready to go beast mode?
Beast mode.
Yeah.
Beast mode.
Who ready to make some money?
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. The first thing they told me when I was getting mentored is you got to be excited at all times. Even when you don't feel like being excited, you got to be excited. It don't matter who's standing next to you, who's next to you, because if you care about who's around you looking at you, then you ain't even found out who you was as a person yet. I was telling my daughter last night, don't none of us in here affect how you feel. You're supposed to be happy on the inside. You shouldn't be trying to get happiness from the outside at all. So at the end of the day, who ready to go beast mode? Hey, that's what we're talking about. So that little snippet just got you on that point. That was awesome. All right, so I'm about to bring up the man that is going beast mode right now, and y'all know it. At the end of the day, and if you haven't seen it, you about to see it now. You know what I mean? I hope you keep the cuss words to a minimum. You know what I mean? But at the same time, this man going beast mode, so you can't stop him. I stopped telling him. He learned it, but I stopped telling him. But this dude, you know what I'm saying? He's tall, he plays ball, but that doesn't even matter because it doesn't matter in this arena. But when he talks to y'all, he's gonna bring up little, basketball things. So that's how he breaks everything down. We all understand basketball, right? But this man, I already know for a fact that he's going to the top of this company. I'm going with him. I'm going with him. Because he's the tall dude. I got to be on his shoulder. I'm just the trophy. You know what I'm saying? So when he make it to the stage, I'm going on stage with him. Am I? My man. On his shoulders. So without further ado, can we all stand to our feet and bring up Mr. Eric Bigby? It's down. It goes down to go up.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Just like Coach said, man, I'm about to go ham. If y'all don't understand, man, y'all gonna understand. Listen, y'all really gonna understand. Let me ask y'all a question real quick. Let's say there's a river, right? Let's say there's a river and there's a lot of fish in the river. You can see them. They're jumping out the river, right? And I got a what's the junk called? Fish rod. That's it. I ain't went fishing since I was 7 or something. Anyway, I got a fishing rod, right? How many fish can I get with a fishing rod? One at a time, right? Now, how many do you think I can get if I got a net and I cast the net out? I can get a whole lot, right? That makes sense for me. So if it makes sense for me to go fishing, I can see the fish. I can go in the jungle and grab one if I wanted to, right? It makes more sense that I have a net and I cast the net than get a whole bunch of fish, right? Because I'm trying to get this thing out of the way quick, right? Mm-hmm. Why are we not doing that? Why are we not taking advantage of that? We need to cast nets as opposed to trying to get one person at a time. Now that's going to be the reason why that's going to take your business a long time to build. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to focus on in 2015 is casting on net. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. So, if I ask y'all today to run a marathon, 20 miles, how many people is running 20 miles right now?
For nothing?
I don't care if it's for something. I know you ain't running 20 miles. I know that. Yeah. Anyway, so we can all agree that if I asked y'all to do 20 miles right now, it'd be pretty difficult for y'all to do. Y'all probably be like, nah, right? But if I ask you to run 100 yards, how many people can run 100 yards? All day, right? So that goes into what we was talking about, what I was talking about first. You know what I'm saying? You can make this thing, you can stretch it out and make it 5 years, 6 years, 7 years if you want. Good luck with that. Most people won't be able to do that. But if I ask you to do it in a 90-day period, in a 60-day period, how many people can do that? Can complete laser focus. How many people can do that? A lot of people, right? It's 60 days as opposed to the rest of your life, which is a drop in a bucket, right? Mm-hmm. So in this business, the beautiful thing about it is if you go hard, if you have laser focus for a short amount of time, you can eat off of that moment. Any person in this industry who's made a lot of money, that can attribute them making a lot of money to a 90-day period, that they just ate off of that momentum. And obviously, within their career, they've had other 90-day periods where they went extremely hard. But at the end of the day, you want to buckle down for a good amount of time and just really hone in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we talk about going beast mode, man. We talking about casting on nets and being more effective and being more efficient as opposed to just running around like chickens with a head cut off. That's what a lot of us are doing. You know what I'm saying? And we're drawing it out. And a lot of people are quitting because they're drawing the whole process out. We need to tighten it up. You know what I mean? So with that being said, don't you agree that if everybody had PBRs this week, had successful PBRs this week, you had guy coaches come into somebody's living room, you had me coming into somebody's living room, don't you agree that this room would probably be filled up by now? Because we're getting people in front of the information, they're understanding, regardless if they got involved or not, they have their clear understanding of things, and then we advertise this event at your event. That makes sense? So we're promoting the Saturday training at your smaller event. If you can't get somebody at your house, how you gonna get somebody at the hotel? That makes sense? So let's be smart about what we're doing and sustain that goal team, man. A trust at everybody. If you guys really want what you say that you want, you're gonna have to buckle down and focus, man. And it's gonna be the hardest thing I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. It's gonna be the hardest thing you'll ever do in your life. Point blank, period. Because this is the truth. There's a lot of distractions. It's a whole lot. December is the most difficult time to do this business because why? Because there's a lot of distractions, financially, family, friends, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's tell y'all a little story. The reason why I'm talking like I'm talking now, you know, and the reason why I'm like we gotta do this is because I position myself to be around the right people. Because subconsciously, I'm gonna tell myself I want to win, but if I'm not feeding myself, if I'm not doing self-development, if I'm not putting myself in a position where I'm with the right people, my subconscious will take over, and my subconscious is telling me that I won't win. It's telling me that nobody that looks like me has ever won in this. That's what it's telling me. I'm trying to trick myself. A lot of people in this group, you gotta know what to kill this. I'm calling God. I'm with Anthony every day. I'm definitely with my, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm attaching myself to people who have the same goals. If you out here and you with people who don't share the same mentality you do, that's gonna rub off on you, whether you know it or not. If you still watching Love and Hip Hop all day, if you still doing all these things you normally did, you're gonna have to change that all up. I'm not out here to tell y'all what y'all want to hear. This is what you guys need to hear. All right. So get yourself in a totally different mind frame. Listen to the right things. Put yourself in a position with the right people, and you'll see results. That's 90% of the game. That's 90% of the game. So with that being said, jump right into this. Schedule PBR. You want two every week, because when you schedule Tuesdays and Thursdays, when you schedule the first one, your prospects up, and sometimes they're not gonna be able to make it Tuesday. So if you don't have two of them set up, you can't have them go to that Thursday one. So you're scheduling two just to make sure the people that you call, you know what I'm saying, that they have the ability to go to one of the ones that you have during that week. That makes sense? Schedule those, don't schedule them. If you ain't got a leader in you, I know you're coming from where? Man.
Clap it up.
You coming from Texas. We love you making it out here too. You coming from Texas, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if is there any leadership that you know in your area? You're on. We can do video. Right, we can do video conferencing. Also another thing, let me touch on it. We don't have a slide. Private conference calls. We haven't really touched on private conference calls. Private conference calls are done just like PBRs. You know what I'm saying? But it's more intimate, obviously, because it's just your people. You know what I'm saying? So it's just done the same way. Well, I'll go into that as we go through this. I'll fall down and go up, right? I got it. See, the animation messed me up. Anyways, set a date. Have your meeting at your home. Not a hall, not anything else other than that. Have it at your home. Why? Because it's duplicated. Everybody has a living room. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a living room, somebody else has a living room. So put it in the living room. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to go outside the box. You might be like, oh, my living room's small, my furniture is whack. None of that is important. You know what I'm saying? Just have it in your living room. At the end of the day, the only thing that's important is the information. Yeah. 6:30 to 8:30 on weekdays. On weekends, it's on an hour every hour. We have it 6:30, 8:30, obviously, because most people have 9 to 5s. You know what I'm saying? So that gives them an opportunity you know, to make it to your home, and it gives the presenter the opportunity, if he has to go to another one, it gives him time to get to the next one. That makes sense? So we never cancel home meetings. You know, I'm sure we've all had the PBRs where nobody's shown up. We've turned them into training events. Or we, you know, got on the phone. We turned it into some type of thing that helped the prospect or helped that IBO become better. We'll figure that out once that happens. But also at the same time, even if you just got one IBO there, that could be that one person that blows your business up. You never know. So you never want to disrespect anybody and then cancel on them or anything like that. Make a big list. Do not prejudge. Yeah, just make a big list. As many people as you know. Obviously, your A players first, and then you know the people that you know you just have a relationship with. Those people second. But you know, business owners, network marketers, and people that are already successful. They already know how to make money, how money works. You know, supporting that you get those people first in the room. You know what I'm saying? Because we want people who have the mindset, so we're not sitting there holding everybody's hand. You know what I'm saying? Invite. Your goal, you know, if you want to fill your living room up, if you want 20 people, you're gonna have to invite 40, 50. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to double your number. However many people you want in your living room, you gotta double that number. You know what I'm saying? Invite that many people. And you know, there's a hard facts. 40% won't show. You know, you hear a lot of excuses. At this point, if you've been doing it for long enough, it's kind of funny. Like it's a little entertaining, all the different excuses that you're gonna hear. The size of the PBR will duplicate good or bad. What that means is if you have a successful PBR when there's 15 people in the room, 20 people in the room, that those people that are there think that's how a PBR is supposed to go. Because that's their first PBR. That's all that they know. You know what I'm saying? So that's what their goal is gonna be, 15, 20, because that's what they think that's what it's supposed to look like. That makes sense. So you're not only doing it for you, you're doing it for the people who are going to become IBOs. That makes sense? All right, how to invite to a PBR. Once again, have a lot of energy. You know, make sure that you have an out. Hey, is this a good time? Hey, is this a good time? You know, obviously you're figuring out if it's a good time to call because if they're busy, you don't want to waste your time trying to talk to them. I only have a minute, but guess what I just found? I only have a minute. You're giving yourself an out. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to be sitting on the phone answering all their questions because the person that's asking the question is the person in control of the conversation. You want to be able to control it and dominate the conversation. But guess what I just found out? What are they going to say? What? You know what I'm saying? Listen, if there's a way to pay you probably know this person, this is your warm market. You know what I'm saying? This is, you find a way, if there was a way to, to pay your rent for the next year, would you be interested? How many people gonna say no to that? Like, all right, how? You know what I'm saying? Really? All right. They're gonna be great. We have a game planning session on Tuesday at 8:30. I need you to be on time so we keep it professional. You know, I have some amazing individuals coming out to my place, to share the information. They're highly successful. You bring them up, edify them, whatever. I'm only inviting 3 people, and you were the first person I thought of. What's your first and last name, Facebook, Instagram, how much would you be looking to make? So great, see you there, give me the time, confirm. That's it, real simple, right? You do more of it, man, it's real simple. The more important part, just like Mr. Guy Costa said, is your energy. You know what I'm saying? Be excited about the information. Handling objection. 5 questions you'll receive when inviting. Obviously, what is the name of the company? It's not important that they know, because once you give them the name, what are you going to do? Google, YouTube, and it's easy to find. What people are going to, they're going to try to find a way to get out. Like, they're going to find a way, they're going to try to find a reason why they shouldn't do it. So they're going to gravitate towards the negative stuff. So you don't want to give them that, because, anybody can go on the internet and make anything crazy. So how many companies are involved? How many companies are involved? Like Visa, AT&T, National Car Rental, name a few. Can I put you down as coming? That's pretty much how you answer that question without really answering it. What do we have to sell? This is not sales. Can I put you down as coming? Does it cost money to get started? It only costs 30 to 45 minutes at a time. Can I put you down as coming? Have you made any money yet? I was just introduced to this myself, but yes, I have. Can I put you down as coming?
Yeah.
Is this a pyramid? No, pyramids are in Egypt. Can I put you down as coming? Real simple. You're not answering a bunch of questions. That's the reason why we invited you to the event. Contradicting myself. You know what I'm saying? So don't get into that question game, answering all these questions. You know, all they're doing is trying to ask questions in order to them not commit to what you're talking about. That's it. If they ask more than one question, use the takeaway. Listen, I was just introduced to this. I instantly thought of you. You know, big them up. You know, I have a lot of calls to make and only a few slots to fill. People respect busy people. You know what I'm saying? If they know that your time is valuable, if you've told them that your time is valuable, they're respected. I called you because I knew you would be interested. Do you want the slot, or should I give it to somebody else? Now you're a person of power. People respect that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you tell them basically, listen, I ain't got time to be playing around on the phone with you, man. This is about some real money. Are you in or you out? Are you coming or you not? You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that posture. That's posture. Like I said, don't fall for the question and answer trap. You know, let the experience IBO go to work for you. And once again, enthusiasm and urgency equal great results. Okay, PBR checklist. Animals outside. You don't want the little dogs, little runts, little punk dogs like Anthony got to be running around, barking, doing all types of crazy stuff. You don't want that. That's just a distraction. You eliminate all distraction. You want to have the video ready and tested. You don't want to be fumbling with the, you don't want to look crazy. You know what I'm saying? If you got it in the PS3, you want to know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So the kids, phone is off the hook. You don't want the phone ringing. Once again, we eliminated all distractions. Kids are in bed or with the babysitter. You know, just the same thing as the pets. Once people see, you know, cute baby walking around, you know what I'm saying? Once again, the distractions on the baby or the kids. Cool room temperature because people are coming from work. You know what I'm saying? So if you're on your couch, your couch is probably real comfortable. You know what I'm saying? If it's warm, they're nodding off. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that you have a cool room temperature where they can stay up and be alert. Refreshments after the presentation, nothing crazy. Don't make a chicken dinner or nothing for people. So then they're looking forward to eat. You know what I'm saying? Afterwards, light snacks, veggies, chips, dinner, dip, water, and definitely no alcohol. Drunk people have a lot of opinions. Upbeat music before and after the presentation. You want to drown out any negativity. You know what I'm saying? People coming in with negativity. If you have, positive music playing, people aren't really focused on one particular person. They're more focused on the atmosphere. Sign a sheet for all your guests because you want to be able to follow up with them. And most importantly, have fun. Like, don't take it too serious. Obviously, it is serious, but have fun with it. At the end of the day, you really aren't doing too much. Your presenter is doing most of the work. So, obviously tell people why you're getting involved in this business. Edify the speaker. Sit down and let them go to work. Role of the host. Welcome the guests. Turn off the cell phones. Hold all questions to the end. The same thing as Rachel, what she did. Don't apologize for no shows. If it's just one person in the room, two people in the room, and you invited 30, they don't need to know that. The people that are in the room are the most important people. Period. Edify your speaker by talking about their past, present, and presentation notes. Be engaged just like we're supposed to is right now. If you're not engaged, they're gonna be on their phone. They're gonna be doing. Don't interrupt the speaker.
Keep talking.
Oh, that's the live joint.
Mr. Kyle Lee Weber has joined us.
Come on, Kyle, man.
Something else. Mr. Kyle Lee, you are something else.
Can you? I heard you guys are doing some big things out there.
Oh yeah, Mr. Eric. We'll have time for you to speak at the end, Kyle. Eric's going to finish running through his portion.
Definitely, man.
All right, go back on mute for me, please, sir.
All right. So the guest after presentation, your the presenter will pretty much do that. You know what I'm saying? You'll pretty much know who's interested and who's not. You know what I'm saying? Based on the presenter definitely will, because he's gonna be engaged with the audience. But we just separate, you know, the green apples from your rotten ones. If any guest breaks any rules, please excuse yourself and remind the guests of the rules. You know, don't be ignorant about it. Just be like, excuse me, hold on real quick. You know, can you please put your phone up real quick? Or if you need to take that call, can you go outside? Something just polite, you know what I'm saying? And then speaker, go ahead and get back to what you're doing. That's it. The mentor will so after the presentation, are you ready to get started? Yes, sign the IBOs up, set up a, you know, the launch date, promote the Saturday training, you know, direct them to the training sites. Any questions about becoming an IBR customer, you know, to draw the plan for F3, promote Saturday training again, and, you know, in the training sites. You know, if there's no's, you know, thank them, you know, try to get them as a customer, try to get any referrals out of them, and keep it moving.
You need to sign those too.
10 core commitments, you know, and these are the things that's really going to help you take this business to the next level. Because like I was saying before, it really doesn't matter. You know, all this information is great, but if you don't become the person that you need to become in order to do this stuff, then it really don't mean anything. So first thing, man, you want to have a burning desire. You gotta be hungry. You gotta be pissed off. You gotta be upset at your situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, the moment I put myself in a position to not work a job because I knew myself. I knew that if I had a secure check, I wasn't gonna go as hard as I should. You know what I'm saying? So I don't suggest that y'all do that, but at the same time, I knew myself, so I decided, you know, I'm just gonna go hard with this full time and make this what I needed to do in order to, you know, see success in the things that I wanted to do. So be hungry, have a burning desire. Number 2 is commitment. Be sold out to the company. You know, so y'all seen a lot of people doing a lot of jumping around and all that. Listen, this company is amazing, and pretty much just phasing out the people that aren't supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? We got the people that are committed to doing this thing correctly, not doing it off of hype, but really educating people and really building people's character and getting them to you know, becoming the person that they need to be in order to take advantage of something like this. Because at the end of the day, we're about building entrepreneurs. That's all we are. We're entrepreneurs. If you don't have an entrepreneurial mindset right now, you need to get there. Until you get there, you won't be seeing the results. Vision, you know, 100K per year or per month, you know, never will. So, you know, what are you gonna do when you get that global executive money? You got any plans?
Yeah, I'm gonna help you get that.
You gonna help me get there?
Yeah, I'm gonna help everybody get that.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take a bunch of vacations. You know, I'm gonna buy my family a bunch of Civics. You know.
I remember that might be better than what they got right now. Go ahead. What you gonna do with 100?
I'll be sitting on the beaches in Italy.
All right. Okay.
Out. Ain't got no beaches in Italy, man.
I think
I'm just playing.
Well, listen, the great thing about Royalty and this family, man, first off, is we consistent. Like, what other organizations do y'all know that's doing Saturday trainings each and every week? I wait. Nobody. On calls, who's consistent? Very few people. This is something you gotta take advantage of. I'd be frustrated sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because not a lot of people have this. You don't have this in Texas, right? What if you had it in Texas? Would it make a difference?
Yeah, maybe.
Definitely. You need it in Germany, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, clap it up for them, man. Coming from Texas and Germany. There's people down the street.
Keep coming from PA. You coming from PA, right?
I mean, I'm in Calvert County now, but I was in PA. Back to PA.
So he coming from PA. Like, we got a lot of people who are coming from other places, and y'all hungry, man. Y'all hungry. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? I definitely applaud that, man. Because there's a lot of people who aren't taking advantage of this. You know what I'm saying? And this is what, like I said, this is casting a net. You know what I'm saying? You want to blow your business up, you come here, you bring people here, people get in.
Mm-hmm.
They just get in. So, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta have a reason why you're gonna make the money that you want to make, and more importantly, what I was talking about was this organization. Obviously, if I'm global, if Guy Coach is global, if Anthony is global, or making any one of the ranks that are making a lot of money, don't we have the ability to create other businesses, employ people, do some things, do some for some people who are less fortunate, give back. Do some things for our church, do some whatever. These are options. You know what I'm saying? We create options for it. Isn't that important?
Yeah.
And isn't that what America is all about? Creating options, right? That's what this is about. So if we have a team of people who are financially straight and good on financially and can help people with their dreams and things they want to accomplish in life. That's what this royalty family is about. So if you stay the course, you do what you're supposed to do, you're a part of that. You know what I'm saying? If God wants to start a barbershop, you can come to this table with that $20,000 or $10,000 or whatever and invest in that. That makes sense? Or if you want to start whatever, you know what I'm saying? We have the money to invest in it and help you, you know what I'm saying? Help you create some jobs, help some people out, whatever the case may be. So that's what this is about.
Turn the camera back on.
Yeah, you funny looking.
Cow done, man.
But yeah, vision is extremely important. I just wanted to share with y'all what the vision is as an organization. Right. You know what I'm saying? To help you guys, accomplish the things that you want to accomplish in life. Because Wake Up Now is incredible, but it's just a vehicle at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure everybody here wants to do other things other than just wake up now. You know what I'm saying? So, next thing is have no excuses.
None.
At all. How many people in there have jobs? All right. When you don't want to go to work, and I'm sure this often, do you still go?
Depending on my leave balance.
Depending on your leave, but you still go, right? There is no excuses, right? Or you can, but you might not have a job, right? You gotta treat your business the same way that y'all treat your job. Every day, this is when you're fighting for your freedom. Don't you think that's important? You know what I'm saying? Don't you think that's worth sacrifice?
Yeah.
Most definitely, man. Get to work. Have no excuses, man.
None.
That TV can wait. Those shows can wait.
Man, what TV?
I don't know. Work ethic. The same work ethic that you bring to your job, building somebody else's dream, the same work ethic that you should have building your dream.
Right.
Same one, man.
Man, talk to us, Eric.
Don't confuse activity with production, man. Stay in production. Facebook posts, calling somebody up and getting their answer machine. All these things it's activity. It's not production. If it doesn't get you an IBO and it doesn't get you a customer, it's not productive. Or if it's not self-development, it ain't helping you, it ain't pouring into, it's not productive. It's not about the amount of time, but it's about the quality of time. So, if you're doing this part-time, most people are, the hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, whatever you do, whatever you dedicate to the business, that needs to be quality time. So you got to have a game plan. A lot of people are going into this thing without a plan. You know what I'm saying? So, go into your business with a plan, with a concrete plan, like I'm gonna call these 10 people within these 2 hours, within this hour, or within these 2 hours. I'm gonna get these people on this. I'm gonna get these people, to watch the video or whatever the case may be. And you don't stop until you do what you said you were gonna do. Right? If you said you were gonna contact 10 people, your day's not finished until you do that. That's when your day is done. That makes sense. If that takes until 2 o'clock in the morning, that's what we sacrifice. Once again, overtime. So go to work. Time management, just went over that. Wake Up Now skills: inviting, recruiting, launching, presenting, and obviously becoming a leader. If you master these things, you're a global executive. That's it. Yeah. If you become a master inviter, oh man, you're an executive. Straight up. Seriously, if you learn how to invite properly, then you'll take care of the recruiting. Because we'll do the recruiting for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Launching, obviously, that's important too, because you want to get people started off the right way. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody doesn't start right, and then they don't even really understand the business, then they're going to fail. And your job as their upline is to make sure that they're successful, is to help them be as successful as possible as early as possible.
Right.
You want to help them create a story. That's what this is about. So if I hit F3 in 20 days, my objective is to help you hit F3 in 10. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you to create a story, so you can talk to these people out here with posture and conviction, because you know what you know.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. So obviously presenting, you know, the other importance of getting on the calls and being at these Saturday trainings is learning how to present the information, because you want to become a leader, right? Because obviously the people who make the most money, the people who, you know, get the most people influence are the people in front of the room. You want to be a person of what? Influence, right? If you're influencing people, you have the ability to point them in a direction. All right, persistence. Just keep grinding, man. Just keep grinding until you get what you want. Don't get pretty. Just be better. Just try to be better every single day. Go hard once again. You know, we're gonna talk about Sunday at the end of the job tomorrow. Anyways, I'll touch on that. But Sunday, tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who's in the area, come out to DC. We on game plan. We have a game plan for y'all. Like I said, to sprint. You know what I mean? Not do this, not spread this through 5 years. To sprint for the next 90 days for you to get the things that you want.
That's it.
So if you looking to make $30,000 a month with this, if you wanna go full time with this, this is what you need to do in order to get there. A lot of people are doing this, but they don't have a plan. So we're gonna put a plan in place for you, and we're gonna hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to position you to be around the right people in order for you to take advantage of this thing. Because people are skeptical about it because people aren't really doing it right. You know what I'm saying? This joint is easy.
It is.
I don't even know how to say it. It's easy. We're just getting customers. We're getting customer getters, and people are already doing what we're doing. They're just not getting paid for it. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get some people paid, man. Let's get production and attend all events. Attending all events is important because this energy is not someplace, you don't get this energy in regards to business anywhere else. So it's important to come to the events because, you know, if you have a bad week, whatever, you need the event. And if you've had a great week, the event needs you. Mm-hmm. That makes sense? So if it can work, it's going to work in your favor either way you think about it. Should I touch on this? All right. Well, these are the stages of learning. You know, obviously, subconsciously incompetent. That's when, you know, you don't know that you don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is a stage where most people are in when you speak to them about business in general, because most people don't know about business. They think that they do, but they don't. So it's a dangerous place to be at because you don't have the mind frame to really learn because you think that you know stuff already. You know what I'm saying? So you want to get people from this to consciously incompetent as quick as possible. This means that they at least know that they don't know nothing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now they have the ability to actually learn something because their ego, they kind of put their ego in the passenger seat. That makes sense? So consciously incompetent, that's when you know the information, but you may stumble over it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You really can't speak it fluently. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good place to be. You know what I'm saying? Now you have the ability, you're moving into the subconsciously competent if you don't quit. So if you don't quit, you're close to becoming a professional, which is subconsciously competent, which is when you know it like the back of your hand. I'm sure a lot of y'all have jobs that y'all been out for years, don't even nobody need to tell y'all how to do it anymore. You just do it. You don't even think about it anymore, right? And it just comes naturally. That's what happens when you get through this stage. A lot of people quit right here. A lot of people don't get started, and a lot of people quit right here. Most people quit that even that you think are serious, they quit right here. You know what I'm saying? So get to this stage, fight it out, get through what you got to get through, because you're going to go through it anyway, and get a reward for it. Does that make sense?
That's it.
Why wake up down? Job, 40-year plan, 40-year plus now. I don't even know when people retiring anymore.
They don't know.
Never, right? Wake up now, 5-year plan. You're going to shorten that up too. Job, linear income, as opposed to residual income, trading time for money. If you don't go to work, what?
You don't get paid.
Right? If you get sick, what?
Your money gets sick.
Your money gets sick, right? 401k, it's a joke. And then you get taxed on it, and yada yada. It's whack. Generational wealth. Generational wealth, man. That's where it's at, man. That's what we're talking about. So the whole point of business, right? The whole point of us doing this business is to get as far away as possible from it. So if we put in a lot of work real quick, and then we teach people, we educate people, and they're becoming leaders, and those leaders are becoming leaders, and those leaders are creating more leaders, and those leaders are creating leaders, are we worried about our business anymore? So now we can go off and, you know what I'm saying, into the sunset, live our life, right? Create other businesses, et cetera, et cetera. So what we want to do is when we use the income that we're using for Wake Up Now, getting for Wake Up Now to create other businesses, to become investors, and actually have our money work for us. That's the whole purpose. All right? No tax benefits, and over 450 tax benefits as a business owner. Common sense. Cannot will it or sell it. When I got out of college, you know, everybody I know had jobs, but couldn't nobody give me a job. You know what I'm saying? And when I got involved in this business, I can teach somebody how to kill this business. That makes sense. And if I die, I can will it to my kids. Anybody die and they will their jobs to anybody?
No, they want to.
Exactly. Traditional business. In the traditional business, what is it going to take? I don't know. How much is a McDonald's?
$2 million.
$2 million? Okay, yeah, we talking about 50K. I don't know what you starting up with that, but
Subway.
Something real small.
Subway.
You know what I'm saying? 50 to 100. So that's the minimum right there. Wake Up Now is $150 startup, and you just gotta learn some skill set and be persistent. Possibility, no profits, and you might not even see your money back for at least 2 years if the business is still even running by then. And Wake Up Now, you position yourself to profit in 30 days or less. Would you hit F3 in what?
5 days.
5 days.
Mm-hmm.
That means he made his money back and some in 5 days. Overhead expenses. There's plenty of them. Your overhead is paid by Wake Up Now. So there's nothing that you have to do. I get a website, you get a website, you get a website. Nothing, everything is the same. The only person that's different is obviously the person. So everything is done for you. Everything is digital. You don't have to worry about, you know, hiring people and inventory and all that type of stuff. Business depends on you, and the Wake Up Now business depends on the system. So, you know, you created a system. People plug into it. Some people don't. Just like a job, when people aren't on their job, you fire them. What do? They replace them. That's what we do. So if you're worrying about, this is what a lot of people don't get involved in network marketing because they're like, all right, well, it depends on other people, and if other people quit, then what am I supposed to do? You replace them, just like they replace other people at your job. Like, it's real simple, you know what I'm saying? But the people don't think like that. To double your size, you have to double your overhead. And Wake Up Now, you scale up without additional costs. So you can have as much IBOs on your team as you want. Like, I love that. You know what I'm saying? So the cost of college, it's a scam. Let me stop. But,
no, it's a scam.
Yeah, at this point, this is my opinion. It may not be the truth. But right now, college is a hustle. It's a crazy hustle. College expenses is going up, and you know, and income isn't going up. So right now, it's ridiculous. If you don't really know what you want to do going into college, and most 18-year-olds don't, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, it's no point. I mean, use it to network. Use it to network.
That's it. That's how you're supposed to use it.
That's what it's good for. Use it to network, create some relationships, and you know. Possibly you can get a job out of the relationship. But most of the jobs I've gotten, I haven't gotten it doing it with a resume. I've gotten it with somebody. Me knowing somebody, me being able to talk to somebody and get the job. You know what I'm saying? So networking is extremely important. That's the only thing that I think college is good for at this point. 80% of people who get jobs outside of their field of study, y'all used to. I got a brother at home right now, graduated from USC. He's working at like Burger King. No, he's working at Wendy's. Yeah, he's working at Wendy's right now. USC, IT. Like, and he ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying? I got a sister graduated from U of L. No, she's doing all right. She got the house and all that, but still 2 paychecks from losing everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is normal to us, though. This ain't even something that people normally scoff at. You know what I'm saying? But it's because it's so normal. But it's really the change that we need. We shouldn't be 2 paychecks from losing everything. But that's the case for most people.
No, just
Right,
don't even flip the slide. Just run through it, and then
Saturday, though. All right. Well, next Saturday we got the man, Mr. Julian Kushner. He is on the
yeah, he'll be speaking a little bit.
He'll be speaking in a little bit, and Kyle Weber and Akil. So we have that event coming this next Saturday. There's gonna be a lot of people in here. There's gonna be a lot of energy. So you need to bring somebody to that. It's probably gonna be standing room.
As well as every other time.
It's standing room only. So you know, definitely promote that heavily. If you saw value in this, if you love the energy here, we only got this many people, y'all gonna go crazy. So and then tomorrow we have a Sunday. We're gonna be linking up at God's house. We're gonna talk about this 90-day game plan. I'm gonna go into you know, the psychological aspect of it and what to expect going in. So everybody's prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we really trying. By the summertime, I want the people who go serious, money not be a problem. You know what I'm saying? So at all.
It ain't.
Let's go.
All right. Okay, go speak first.
We got Kill. He's about to give y'all some nuggets. I don't really know what he's gonna talk about, but he's about to kill it. He's out in North Carolina. He's doing some amazing things out there. He's going a massive team. He's having a lot of success. He's just a person that brings value every time he speaks. You know. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Akil Bey, we ready for you, sir.
Good to go. Good to go.
All right, let me mute up real quick.
Hope everybody is doing good. I'm not going to speak first. I want to bring in Mr. Kyle Weber. This gentleman is actually out in Minnesota and definitely doing great things. And I'm going to tell you, this guy isn't even connected to us financially, but he took out the time with his family and, you know, getting his manicure, right? A manicure and a facial. So, Mr. Kyle Weber, are you on the line, sir?
Yeah, man, I am. Losing my voice in this weather, man. I'm telling you, it's rough out here for a pimp. But yeah, how's everybody doing?
They're on mute because it's a mean echo, so they hear you.
Everybody can hear me?
Yeah, you good to go, brother. They're just on mute because it's the echo.
All right, awesome, man. I appreciate everybody for letting me jump on the line. My name is Kyle Lee Weber. Eric, way to go! I believe it was Eric Bigby, throwing it like a frisbee out there. I'm proud of you guys. You got Anthony Akers, making more bread than a baker. You got Guy Coates. I mean, I don't know who else is out there, Keel, but we got some rock stars out there. And ultimately, even though I lost my voice, I really want everybody to understand out there that you're creating this residual income, and it's also a generational wealth. And some people get this thing twisted. You can go and work a job, it's great, but don't you want to leave a generational wealth, not just for you, but for your kids. And I really thought about this the other day, and I thought, how many people in the room really know their great-great-great-great-grandpa or great-great-great-grandma? Most people can't say that. Want to know why? Because they didn't leave you anything. That's generational wealth. I would know my great-great-great-great-grandpa if they left me billions and millions of dollars. I'd be like, yeah, that's my grandpa Kenny. I would know who that is. So that's the thing, is you need to understand this is a bigger picture than you might think. So think outside the box now for once in your damn life, and actually focus on your family. Quit focusing on everything in life is me. What car can I get? What school can I go to? What girl can I date? What thing can I do? You have to honestly think about we. Who can I work with? Who can I connect with? Who can I build relationships with? Who can I inspire people with? And who can I create residual income so that I don't have to go and watch my children grow up and not do the things that they want to do? How can I go out there and inspire people to become great? This is the thing. You only have one life to live. I have to go in here literally. My best friend's girlfriend, she's giving out free facials, so you know what? I want to look good for these haters. 2015's our year. Trust me, when I mean this, you're going to see the most success stories you'll ever see in 2015 come from Wake Up Now. Whether you guys are going to wake up now or wake up later, decide to do it now. Decide to be great. Decide to inspire. Believe, teach, inspire. Now be the ones. Get it done. One love, guys.
I appreciate you, Mr. Weber, man. Enjoy your manicure and facial.
You already know. I'm going to sip on some tea, too. I'm going to sip on some tea.
Yes, sir. So, man, we definitely appreciate you jumping on and taking out of your time. The next gentleman I want to get on is a gentleman who really don't need any introduction. He's out in Florida, so you can tell we're connected with many people from not just, you know, in Maryland, but all around the country that's doing amazing things, and we all work as a team. So with no further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Julian Kushner. Are you on the line?
Hey, Akil, I think Julian had to drop off. He did let us know that he was about to start driving pretty soon, so I don't know if he's still on or not.
Okay, good to go. Good to go. So, you heard of Mr. Julian Kushner is actually driving right now in travel. So, what I want to tell you all is really simple. If you come to the events, if you tune into the events, or if you just attend the events will teach you everything that you need to know to run your business. Not only will it do that, but it'll also build your business and build your family, because Royalty United, Wake Up Now, the whole organization is really a family, and we're willing to help you as long as you are willing to participate in your own saving. See, most people, they want a handout because we live in a microwave society, and that microwave society has gotten so many people messed up mentally because we just tell them, hey, this is not a get rich quick gimmick scheme. And they, you know, they want to hear that, but as soon as they get in, they want to say, hey, when I'm going to get rich, right? So what we have to do is learn to be patient and have that focus, right? Learn to have that commitment, right? Learn to have all the things, but how are you going to learn those things? Because if you don't come to the event, you're going to continue to be what Mr. Bigsby said, unconsciously incompetent. And that's real dangerous for a person. That's very dangerous for a person. But now, since you came to this event, you're probably watching the event. You know what you need to do. So now it's no more excuses. What are you going to do? Right? You have the information. You know the people that's going to help you. Right? You know your burning desire why you need to make it happen. So all you have to do now is just make it happen. Right? Nothing is holding you back except you. The thought in your mind, that voice in the back of your head saying, "Oh, you can't do it. They trying to scheme you, or this and that." See, those are those voices, and those voices stem from one thing, just one thing, and that's the fear. And that's the fear of you not succeeding. And these events will change that voice until I'm great. I can succeed. This person is actually trying to help me. It's not like the world. No, this is a world within the world that's creating and going to create the world, because I'm going to tell you this. 2015, right now, because I believe right now it's 2015, right? After Christmas is 2015. For me and for other business owners, they understand this. Listen, if you take your attitude and you take your mindset and connect it with your talents and bring it over to our system, you will be successful as long as you put in the work that needs to be put in. Play follow the leader, copycat, follow the right cat, and you will get the results that you truly want. You're going to see the biggest shift ever in the history of the world in 2015. And if you don't jump on the boat now, you can jump on the boat later. But to be successful, you're going to have to jump on the boat. So with that said, I appreciate everybody. Talk to you all later. I'm moving to Atlanta, Georgia. So if anybody is in Atlanta, Georgia, know people in Atlanta, Georgia, you also have the help there. So with that said, peace and love. Royalty for life. Salute.
Thank you, Mr. Bay. We always appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Enjoyed this?
Yes.
Cool. So we got a lot of information today. I hope y'all take it home and actually use it. Matter of fact, I don't want y'all to take it home and use it. I hope y'all get in the car and use it. Mm-hmm. If you don't get in the car and like call a couple people, you faked on yourself. I'm just being honest. Like, I'm getting in the car, I'm about to call a bunch of people. I hope y'all can beat me to it. But this is the thing, we got a lot of people coming here next week, and I want everybody to invite people to this event next week. Can we all do that?
Yes, sir.
So, raise your hand if you're going to have like 5 people in here. Can we all have 5 people in here, though?
Absolutely.
Yes, that ain't even seen this before. Now, if you have 5 people in here, if they see what it is that we're doing, they hear the information, and they get trained on it, how many of you think of them 5 going to actually get started?
All 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then what? We're going to have another meeting, right? And then they're going to do what? Bring how many people?
All 5.
How hard is this?
Not hard at all.
This is very simple, y'all. So can we make this happen?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we already is. It's not a game. It's just a process. You know, we're going to continue to learn. Everybody's going to continue to grow. The more you come to these events, the more you're going to get more information. And I'm telling y'all right now, all the information that we put out there, you ain't going to be able to retain all of it, which is why you got to keep coming. Does that make sense?
Yep.
It's going to click, you're going to snap, you're going to turn into a beast like, you know, the rest of these leaders in here is. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
So, you know what I'm saying? These people didn't know I was going to do this, so we got 2 people in the room that I feel as though definitely done stepped up since they've been involved.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, man.
God.
So we're gonna recognize them next week.
Good job.
What?
I thought you was about to do something different.
So, you know what I'm saying? I said they're in the room, though, right?
Yeah.
I said they in the room, right? Didn't I say they was in the room?
Yeah.
So if they ain't here next week, guess what?
They short.
They short. So we got 2 people in the room that I feel as though that stepped up in the game, became leaders. They grown an organization. They definitely not going nowhere. They understand what it takes to become, you know, successful. They definitely putting in all the work. They understand what we putting together as a team, as a whole, as this Royalty United family, and they ain't going nowhere. So I definitely see them as global executives here in this business and with this team. So, you know, next week, everybody make sure they out here and make sure you got your 5 people. All right? If you don't have your 5, matter of fact, whoever do got 5, you know, we got to bless them with something.
Sound good to me.
Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all people that's at home, y'all can't make it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody come up with a rich man laugh, all right? Y'all gonna have a rich man laugh, all right? So, you know, next week, let's make it happen. I thank all of y'all for coming out. You know, everybody stand up. Give yourself a round of applause for actually making it out. Salute to the gentleman that came in the back, you know, for making it out. I'll give him a round of applause. Let's make it happen. So, salute to everybody, and you know, that's the end of the day. That's the end of the day. So, y'all definitely get in that car and go call somebody, man. Do not leave out here without calling.